Alright guys, before we get into this video, yes, I'm going to talk to you about futtrading.co.uk. I know a few of you guys don't like that I do this, but it's no different than someone advertising a coin selling website, which I don't agree with. This is mine and Dan's hard work that obviously allows us to do this full time. It means you guys get loads of videos, so I'm always going to advertise it. But futtrading.co.uk, last month we gave away a next generation console. We're looking to do that again this month. I will let you guys know details shortly. Just got to convince Dan basically. But £10 a month gets you access to tier 1 buy-in prices. That is icons, shadow specials, silvers and Thursday flips. Tier 2 gets you access to live filters, chem-style filters, UCL filters, and the trade storage, as well as fluctuations, which is incredible right now. The people that are doing fluctuations are making millions each week. No exaggeration for that. And tier 3 has just recently been added. That includes a bot that we have developed ourselves for fluctuations, and it literally tells you when to go and buy those cards, at what price for, and at what price to sell them for. It pings you personally. It's an absolutely awesome piece of kit. And if you look to the right hand side, this is Discord. Make sure you join the Discord, even if you're not a website subscriber. But you can see already 420 people online on our Discord right now, trading, working together, having good fun. So make sure you join the Discord. Make sure you subscribe at futtrading.co.uk. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, make sure you do subscribe down below. And make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. 3 a day on the channel, the morning, League SBC method to glory, me crafting players and packs and all that awesome stuff to improve my team, no FIFA points spent. The evening video is always a trading video, and we're basically trading from scratch on my account again, just to show you guys that it is as easy as I say it is if you just follow the videos. It's honestly not difficult. You've just got to get in the swing of it, get trading, make mistakes, and you will learn loads and loads and loads. And this video is the midnight content, usually a mixture of picks, packs, upgrades, whatever's relevant for 6 PM. But last night in Discord, we were all talking. I don't know who was there. I think a few people were there. Cascanator, you were there. By the way, I'm doing this live on Twitch right now. As Edos, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, bro. Let's just hide that. But basically, we were talking about improvements that the game needed. And there are genuinely some really simplistic improvements that could be made to this game to make it far, far better. One of the main points we were all talking about last night was the objectives and where EA do well and where they don't do well. I want to start by talking about these season objectives because genuinely these are pathetic. Like, we are in April, okay, and we're getting 75 plus rated rare player packs at this point, a Jumbo Gold 26 pack, a Gold Players pack, and a level 13, a 75 plus rated rare player, small prime gold players. These storyline cards are kind of cool, but none of them are that good, let's be honest. A rare gold pack, a rare gold pack, a rare Electrum pack at level 20, a Mega pack, a Prime Gold Players pack, and eventually a Premier League Prime Players pack. Before you get up to these cards here, Lamela looks good, Brion looks good, Kandreva looks good, but none of these are great cards. And so for me, these are all a bit meh. And the one thing that I really want to see go is all this Tifo crap. I know some people like it, but to me it's crap. I'm not going to lie to you, I just don't think it's that good. I don't see a point in this stuff being on the game, because basically all this EA have done is use it as filler, basically. So you get a level up and you get a T-Rex patch. Does anyone really care? Chat, do any of you really care? I don't think I really care about it at all. But basically, so this is basically where I think you need to start, and EA need to strip it back. And the idea that I thought about, and I think it could be a very easy thing to instigate into this game, is when the season starts, we as players should be given the choice of maybe 20, 30 cards from specific leagues. So a couple from the Premier Leagues and the Bundesliga, from whatever leagues they are. And they should be basic versions of those cards. So I ideally would prefer it to be maybe a silver card that's like not really well good, or something along those lines. And then as you progress through the season, that card should increase in terms of stats. So similar to the Foot Academy style thing, it does that. So basically throughout the season, you get boosted in that stats and whatnot the more you use that card. So you can put it into rivals or into friendlies, however you want to do it. And bit by bit by bit by bit, your card gets better, okay? And at the end of the season, you have a choice. Either you continue to pump that card up for the next season, or you can choose a new one. So basically you can keep that card pumping up to go along with the power curve on the game, or you can choose a new card that maybe starts at a sort of decent level similar to one you've got, and move on that card, and it can go along with the power curve on the game. That would reward people for playing on the game distinctly. It means that you've got a card you can use consistently that is good, okay? And it's a very simplistic thing to do, and what it does is it rewards you for playing this game. Because at the moment, the biggest reward you get for playing this game is Foot Champs, okay? And I don't get the point in it. I don't understand how that is the only real way you get reward in this game. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's such a simplistic idea that they've already toyed about with. Why not increase it and make it better by doing that? To me, it's a very, 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 very cool idea. Like, I'm not going to sit there and be like, I'm a genius, but hey, I'm a genius. But it's something really simple. And it could be, let's say theoretically, you're the person that runs a Bundesliga team, right? It could be like one player in each sort of position. So you can have a defender, you can have a midfielder, an attacker, or a goalkeeper. And you can have all one of those. You can choose one from that area. Just one player. It only needs to be one player. Say you're playing Bundesliga and that year Bundesliga don't have very many good right backs. You can get a right back and you can pump that right back up yourself. And it would also mean teams are a bit more diverse. So it's not just the same things over and over again because you have to play that card. So for example, in La Liga beginning of this year, Varane linked to Mendy, and everyone ran Varane Mendy. But if you had another opportunity to get a different left back, perhaps it would just be a bit more unique. Or if that right back had a different, I don't know, nation, you can link into another league. And so for me, I really like it. I think it's a really cool idea, and I think it's something they could do. It's a very simplistic change they could make, and it will reward you for playing the game. Because who really cares about a 75 plus rated rare player? Who really cares about a T-Rex badge or a water elemental tifo, a water elemental badge? Like, I don't see this stuff anywhere. Like no one cares about it at all. I just don't really see the point for me in this. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like I don't think I've gone beyond like level 15 all year. Because even if you get up to the higher tiers here, if you offered me, or offered most people I think, the opportunity to have a decent card they've been working hard on, or a Premier League Prime Players Pack, I know what most people are going to choose. I think most people are going to choose that rather than anything else. So that's the first step. The second step is looking at objectives in themselves, right? So this Foot Birthday Chowder is cool. It is a really, really cool card, and I don't doubt that. But when I look at this card again, is for me, objectives should always be part of something different on the game. And we've got some decent CDMs from the Premier League already, and I get that. But when you get these sort of Foot Birthday SBCs, why not go completely out there on something completely different from a different league to give people, again, stuff to link across? So you've got Chowdhury here, English Premier League. Okay, that's cool. But why not go for something like an off-league guy? Something weird off-league. So in a similar way that at the end of season progress, you've got that English guy from the, I think it's from Liga NOS. More of that sort of stuff. So that let's say theoretically I've got a Premier League team, but I want to link out into a different league. It makes it easier for me to do that. And again, these things should be few and far between. We should get 2 or 3 of these cards every week. And if you grind, you work hard, you can use these cards. They haven't got to be overly OP. They haven't got to be ridiculous, but just more links into different leagues so that team building is far, far, far more unique. And you don't play the same teams 24/7. The Mandanda thing, I really, really like this. It's a really cool idea. But even this Mega Party thing, when you look at this, again, for doing this Mega Party thing, it's great. Rare Mega Pack. But you see here, 75 plus rated rare player, 75 plus rated rare player, 2 rare gold player packs. You can incorporate that into the season progress player. So literally you can go, okay, cool, use the season progress player you've got to score 15 goals. Use it for that, blah, 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 blah. So then you get pumped up, a +1 in shooting maybe, a +1 in passing for the assist, a +1 in like physicals, stamina for playing 8 games. You can pump it up that way, and then at the end of that, you also get a rare mega pack. To me, that just, it literally flows it all in together, and it makes more sense. I just think it'd be a really cool idea in the long term if that's what they were to do. Silver Stars, I'm not going to complain one bit about. This was a very good idea this year. I really like the Silver Star stuff. I've not engaged with it, but I know a load of people have liked it, and it's very, very cool. But again, things like daily objectives, if you link that into something else, if you link that into the player for season progress, rather than doing the play 2 matches any mode and getting these random bits of XP, again, just pump the player up. It'd be much more fun. Just pump the player up, do something like that, so maybe you get, I don't know, a trait or something, like a random trait you could add to it, or a boost to weak foot, a boost to skill move, because you can literally start that player at 74 rated, 1-star weak foot, 1-star skill moves, if you really wanted to. And then you get that feeling of, I've ground this player out left, right, and centre, and you basically get a reward at the end of it. You feel like, actually, that was worth my time this month. It was worth my time to grind it out. And the more you play it, the better the card comes. The one big problem I had, if you look at Foot Birthday, when we got the objectives, the one big problem EA had this year is lazy content. So we got that SBC each day, the 2 rare gold player pack SBC, okay? And at the end of the 4, you got a mega pack. At the end of the next 4, you got a mega pack. And at the next 4, you got a mega pack. Now, everything on this game is untradeable pretty much. So why not make it a 50k pack or a 100k pack? But again, why not move from that completely? Why not move from that completely? And instead of giving people packs, because realistically that's what EA want, they want you to get hooked on packs, why not make those player rewards? Really cool, different player rewards. It could be an 86 rated from a different league, it could be anything, that basically just by doing those SBCs each day and engaging with the game, you get a half decent player. Because they're the sort of players you might keep in your club, either for fodder, or you might use those players for first owner objectives. And then also, again, those players can link into it. So for example, if you do that daily SBC, you get a card that links to your season progress guy. When they play together again, the season progress guy gets a boost. And just simplistic stuff like that to start off with. to me would make a massive difference. But objectives aren't really fit for purpose. No one really cares about them. That's the straight up point. They don't care about them. Let's talk about foundations. So all this stuff here, why is it still here in April? This foundation stuff, remove it, change it up. It hasn't got to be anything incredible again, but what you could do here in foundations is change it up basically. So you've got the basics, for example, get rid of that, and then change it to something else. Bring something new onto the game, something fresh onto the game. If you really wanted to, you could put the TIFO stuff here. It would give people the choice as to whether they wanted to engage with it. Some people do like doing their stadiums up. I get it. Some people like it, but a lot of people don't care. So here you could go and put the TIFO stuff, or here you could go and put something where you can grind towards packs. So, I don't know, again, do friendlies, for example, King of the Hill, this sort of stuff here. Change it to, like we had at the beginning of the game, which is milestones. Change it up again and be like, if you play X amount of co-op games, X amount of Foot Champs games, refresh this. And again, then you could, at the end of that as well, put a player in there, or put something in there that's more than just this. Which is, why is this still sitting here in April? It's lazy. It blatantly should just be cleared out. It should be cleaned out. It should be good. That's just how it should be. Milestones. These have so much potential. So much potential. But why do we pick such crap players? Like that Auro there, at this stage in the game, an 84 rated MLS guy, is it really worth it? No, in my opinion. I genuinely don't think that anything here really is that usable. And it has so much potential, but you need to pump the cards up. And there's one thing EA have done very bad this year, is keeping cards up with the power curve in things like objectives. And so, genuinely, I think you could do away with this. I don't think it's needed. I genuinely think you could streamline this whole situation here, all the objectives, by giving you that idea of that player development. Whatever it is there, you could do that, and that would be pretty damn cool. Simplistic stuff like that, I think would be awesome. Next thing I think you need to talk about is the content itself in terms of the SBCs this year. What I'd like to see is EA have some form of way of engaging with the community, so the community can say to them, this is what we want to see. Now, Foot Birthday was a massive, massive dub. It was a huge dub. But there are still gaping holes in leagues that EA haven't filled yet. Like, you haven't really got that many good left-backs from the Ligue 1. So there should be somewhere, if EA is seeing that people are running Ligue 1 teams, then start doing SBCs that fill out those positions that we need. More Ligue 1 left-back. Kazawa when was he, like 3 months ago? So, more of those League SBC cards, more of those cards that link into leagues better. So you're filling holes in that, and again, it increases squad building options. So let's say, theoretically, I've got that player from Season Progress, and it might be, I don't know, a centre-back for Ligue 1. You then bring out a left-back that links to him and whatnot. I've got the choice then of what I grind and what I do, and it's more like that. And I'd love to see that once a week. Something like a player once each week that you do. Let's say, for example, let's say we've got St. Just here, for example. You've got the choice of him. You can go, okay, cool. You get a St. Just who is 84 rated. One that's 86 rated, one that's 88 rated. If you do the SBCs to whatever it is you want to do it, and you get the option then. I don't think it'd be difficult to incorporate. And again, it would link into different bits and bobs. It would just be something new. Let's talk about icons. Icons for me are problematic this year. Now, for those of you that are casuals, I really like some of the icons you guys have got this year because you guys have been able to use some moments icons that are quite cheap. But bluntly, a lot of these icons aren't good enough. Like, once you grind them out, it's done. Where is the pure grind? Where's the hard, pure grind for some of the better icons on the game? Now, I'm not saying you've got to put R9, Hullet, all those guys there. But why have we not got anything like a Moments Dalglish yet? Why have we not got anything... I better say this, and we'll get one today, I guarantee you. Why have we not got anything like a Moments Dalglish, or a Moments Butragueno, or a Moments Essien? Those sort of ones, and make them as expensive. Honestly, make them as expensive as they are in the market. Because this year, there's so much fodder in this game, you can bring their cost down either way. So it's not a problem. To me, I haven't got an issue with that. But we need a mixture. We need some stuff that is for casuals who haven't got the time or the patience to grind, and that's their prerogative. It's not a problem. But why can't we have both? Why can't we have massively grindable content, and why can't we have content that's easier for people that don't have quite the same amount of time as other people do? I don't really get it. League SBCs, leave them as they are. They're perfect. This year for me, League SBC method has been brilliant. I've loved it. People finally realised how OP it was once they started engaging with it. But why is it time limited? Just leave it on the game. There's no reason for it to be time limited. Stop wasting our time. There's no reason for it to be time limited in any way, shape or form. The only thing I'd like to see a change with League SBC method, is that potentially at the end, you could get a choice of the ultimate pack or a player. So you could choose which one you wanted. That to me would be a step up. So if you finish the Premier League, you can get a 125k pack if you want one. Or if you finish Premier League, you don't want a 125k pack, you could get a centre back or whatever it is, that specific player, and you could change that each month. So each month you can go, okay, cool, we're going to put this centre back in there. Next month we're going to put a right back in there. Next month we're going to put a striker in there. And to me, that would be a really awesome thing because you get the choice then. Do I want a pack or do I want a player? And then it's down to you. And you're then fulfilling what a lot of people want because some people want players backs. I prefer packs. You're fulfilling that across too. It isn't difficult to do. The choice should be there. And I think that's relatively easy. Like, it's a simplistic thing. And then as each month goes up, increase the rating of that player. So let's say at the beginning of the game when it comes out, an 84 rated striker, fine. Next month, 85 rated. Month after that, 86 rated. And so you get towards the end of the game, and then we're pumping out 89s and 90 rateds each time you complete it. And that's what it should be for League SBC method. It should be the choice. That's what we need. I think it's very simplistic. Icon swaps, done. Get rid of them. They're pointless. This whole situation with icon swaps this year has been pathetic. And I'm saying that as someone who loves Mark Overmars. I refuse to do him because I'm not waiting until April to get myself a Moments Overmars. It's not fit for purpose. The aim of this was to make icons more accessible for people. Do I really care about Emilio Butragueno's baby in April? No, I don't. If you get it that bad, firstly you need sacking. Let's be honest, you need sacking. They need to go. There's no point, in my opinion, in icon swaps in any way, shape or form. It's not needed. If you changed up everything else in this game, you wouldn't need icon swaps because you'd be giving people choice either way. Like even that mid-blanc for 13 icon swap tokens, it's no, dead. Like it's dead. What do you think, chat? Dead? It's pointless. And then these, real talk, let's be blunt about this. The reason that these swaps exist is because no one cares to watch EA's live streams anymore. The community's disillusioned. So what do? They bribed us. They were like, go and watch it and you guys will get a 100k pack after getting 5 tokens. That's basically why these things exist. I'm going to be blunt. If your game was any good, and if you paid your pros what they should get paid, and if you were on point with what you did, you wouldn't need this. People would engage and watch it. But it's not quite the same thing watching a pro who's put together a team that probably cost him a fair few £1,000, and you guys are about to pay him in peanuts. Like, it's not the same thing. And real talk, this isn't needed. This really isn't needed at all. Because why bother? Genuinely, why bother? Do you think I'm going to sit through your stream to get a Jumbo Reg players pack that I can trade to in literally a few hours? I'm not going to do that. It's pointless. So these are taking up spaces. What these could be is the parts from icon swaps that were actually good, like the 81 times 25, the 83 times 25. Those decent packs that we got, these could easily go into this swap space, easily. And again, these swaps could be incorporated into something else. So win X amount of games, so go into objectives, win X amount of games on Weekend League, or score X amount of goals and whatever, you get a token. At the end of every month, you can then get an 83 plus times 25 pack, and then refresh it next month. And do the same thing over and over again, because that gives people fodder. And I genuinely believe that if they made these sort of changes to this game, if they made these changes to the game, people would engage far more with the game than they do now. Straight up, I think people would. I think people would be more willing to spend FIFA points, be more understanding of it, because you're giving people that choice, realistically. For me, these are very simplistic changes that EA can make. They are a multi-billion-pound company. There's no justifiable reason they couldn't make these changes relatively easily. There's no reason why. They're my thoughts on the basic things that are needed for this game at the moment. You guys let me know down below what you guys think, any other changes you think you would do. And please, if you disagree with what I'm saying, by all means, comment down below. It's not... Healthy debate is good. Healthy debate is very, very good. We did it on YouTube this morning on stream. Healthy debate is always, always good. And I'm always willing to hear what you guys think about stuff. It's always useful to hear about. This is not me applying for Game Changer, because I wouldn't take it ever. Let's be blunt. But I listen to the feedback that my community give me. I play the game myself, and I look at how... When you go on a game, there's nothing to do. Just some simplistic changes that suddenly make it worth your time to play. They make a huge difference. There's a scramble every time Icon Swaps comes out for a week, and then everyone is done and it moves on. If you had content that was relevant for the month, and you changed it month on month, to me, that'd be far better. But that's going to be the end of this video. If you are new around here, as always, make sure you subscribe down below. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. But for now, I am out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.